In these last months, the DBD community is fighting a big problem, a problem that is afflicting both sides, killer and survivors, and is called the Go Next. And for who doesn't play Dead by Daylight, in few words, is a big problem of rage quitting. And this problem is increasing over and over and over and become a really big problem for who wants to play normally Dead by Daylight. It's not a really big deal when is the killer disconnecting, because in the moment that he leaves the match, he closes the game to everyone. The problem is when they are the survivor doing that. And usually this is happen in two ways. The first case is when they disconnecting, but when it's happened, the survivor get replaced with a bot. And we have to say, some bots they play really damn better, respect real players. The second case is the more problematic one, because in the moment the survivor get hooked, most of the time they decide to kill themselves. That means they voluntarily go in the second phase, and after that don't do any skill checks to resist, left and die. And that means that the other player they stay without a teammate. And this is a big problem when you lost the match and you have a better game experience for the fragile selfishness of others. And this is put the question why people they are buying and play team games when in the end they think only about themselves and they don't care anything of the others. Why people play this game but they have this egocentric mentality where if I don't have fun, even the others they can have it. I am the first one that perfectly know how much Dead by Daylight is a stressful game. So I even the first one that if I know that I'm not in the good mentality, in the good state of mind, mood, or whatever you want to call it, to play a game, because if I get easily tilted, my rage, my frustration can afflict the others, I don't touch Dead by Daylight. I play other games. Nobody forcing us to play only Dead by Daylight. We don't have a gun pointed to our head to say you have only to play Dead by Daylight. We have so many games, and if I know that in that moment I could be really easily raging, tilting, I prefer play single player games. We have so many of them, and I don't believe that people don't have a single player game to chill with. Or even more simple, don't play games and do something else that is relaxing for you. The most ironic thing is the fact that if you watch any gameplay on YouTube, and something it's even happening during my stream, the first people that usually they drop the game at the first issue, like first look at the beginning of the match, or in the moment that the game is not going how they want, guess who they are? Not everyone, but mostly are the Prestige 100. And it's a really funny double standard that they have, because in the moment they have a game in favor where they can have a easily win, they flex in their prestige. By the moment that the game they not going in their favor, or the challenge become a little more higher, are the first one they left the match and leave all the others behind. In situations like this, they are really confirm a theory that they always have, not a theory, more a rule that they have it. Usually I use this for the socials, but we can even do the Dead by Daylight version of this rule. And the rule is, a Prestige 100 or high prestige is not automatically a synonymous of quality player. I personally think that to this kind of players they have to switch the term Prestige 100 to Pathetic 100, but it's just my point of view. I think that behavior have to work somehow to this issue of the Go Next, even because recently they even introduced the abandon mechanics that they made the situation of the Go Next even worse. And a good example of this problem is one of the recent video from Reaper that he showed in this video. I leave the link in the description, where you can see he was playing the Xenomorph, and in 4 games in chain, in all 4 of them, the survivor at the first problem, at the first moment that the things that are not going how they want, they drop the match. And this is a real problem for the killer, especially because the behavior they made a really dumb choice about the abandon mechanics. Or we have to say, they made a stupid double standard. Because if he's the killer leave the match, it's a victory for the survivor. But if the survivors drop the match, especially when they use the abandon functionality, penalty, it's considered a draw for the killer. It's really damn sad and nonsense the fact that to the killer the victory is denied if he get against some fragile crybaby players, especially when the people they are lefting are even bully squads. And even in this case, from a video that I leave you in description from a channel that I casually founded called X Legit, she get with the artist against a bully sabo squad, and you can clearly see how the first match is so short, because right in the moment that the fix of this sabo squad it wasn't going how they wanted, so they wasn't able to bullying the artist, they dropped the match with the abandonment mechanics. And even in this case it's unfair the fact that the killer, in this case the artist, can have a victory, a win counted against a player like this, but just a draw. It's not fair. I really think that behavior have to work somehow, not only to fixing this double standard problem of the abandonment mechanics between killer and survivor, but even find a way to punishing the people that intentionally drop the match, especially the one they kill themselves on the hook. The first issue there is against them. They should give some really hard penalties, because it's unfair that the others they have to pay price from the unfair fragility of crybabies survivors. So thank you so much for watching the video. Let me even you tell me in the comments what you think about this DBD Go Next issue, and we see you next time. You can find me here on YouTube or even live streaming on Twitch. For the rest, have a nice time zone and we see you next time. Bye bye.